Alright guys, this is just going to be honestly a quiet and peaceful gameplay once the actual game starts. But I am actually watching a Funko Pop stream, and I know it sounds corny and stupid, but in the last couple of videos, or in the last, like, I want to say 5 or 6 videos, I've mentioned that I've been collecting Funko Pops, and Pops that mean something to me. For instance, I have a Gary Payton Pop that just came in the mail literally 5 minutes ago, because I'm from Washington, and Gary Payton was a Seattle Supersonics, and the Seattle Supersonics aren't around. I have a Lucio from Overwatch because my bro and I used to play the summer league soccer tournament thing. So when we would play Lucio, Buddy the Elf is my fiance and I's favorite Christmas movie. I have a Batman 1989 Funko Pop limited edition one, or special edition, I should say. So, anyways, I'm watching these people. They're great. I'm kind of buying pops here and there. I just bought myself a Chase Scorpion from Mortal Kombat because I like the game. I don't play it much. I just like the characters in the game. And I also got a Scorpio and Sub-Zero 2-pack thing just today. So just to let you guys enjoy the gameplay of me not talking, seeing what we're going to do, seeing what I'm going to do, and how I'm going to react. So here we go, guys. Enjoy the video. Stay safe. Take care. And I'll see you then.
On first down, Carr. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. These two teams matching up for the second time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. He'll set up the screen to Drake. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath, maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
So now here are the Broncos with excellent field position to start off. They'll be led out by a 7-time Pro Bowl quarterback in his 10th NFL season now. That's Russell Wilson. They run for the first time with Javonte Williams. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
And a run like that shouldn't surprise anyone who's ever seen Javonte Williams play.
Just to let you guys hear on, this is what it sounds like.
He ran for 1,000 yards at North Carolina last year. In fact, it was over 1,100 and 19 touchdowns in addition.
Which I'm already a part of. I got 2 bids in there, so I'm good. So yeah, this is what's going on in the background. That's why I'm not saying or doing anything commentary-wise. So peace out, guys.
Many thought that Javonte Williams might be the best back in the draft.
The numbers for Williams a week ago: 21 carries, 117 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, this is where it becomes a challenge for the offensive coordinator. He's got a bell cow at tailback right now, number 3 in the league in rushing, within shouting distance of the lead. But at the same time, if the passing game is open, he's got to take advantage of that too. Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Well, that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving the running back a crease to run through. And that's a nice job to hold him just a couple and force the 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Javonte Williams His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Broncos are on the board first here in Vegas. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Extra point from McManus is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was the rookie Javonte Williams who finished it off with a touchdown run. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. You know,
Quick update. I'm sorry, I know I said I won't be doing a lot of commentary. I just got 2 chases tonight, if y'all know what that means.
Offensive struggles.
Hell yeah.
What will they do this offseason? What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups, check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. To throw is Carr. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. It's a big play there for Vegas. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Shotgun now for Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And that is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 76 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
They go play action with Wilson. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
On first down. Boom. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Javonte Williams with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. Well, fair to say they've got something here, this rookie running back, and he's in for the 2nd time of the ball game.
And, Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Here's Carr to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Well timed there by Richard Sherman, a sack on the corner blitz.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return, and there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. Some critical.
Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. They start the second half here with Williams. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Williams. He takes us from the 30 to the 34.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 136 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. They'll run on first down. Boom. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Again, they're going to go with Boone. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
Now they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. He completes this to Sutton. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 14. Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. A 2nd and 11 from the 19. Now Carr. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now Carr. Out to the left. That's where the tight end Moreau is. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations. And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
Now Carr, got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. On 1st down. Boom. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Wilson. He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
A gain of 6 there on first. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Out quickly to Judy. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Wilson wants to throw it. Touchdown! Jerry Judy, his 11th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos stretch this 4th quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. McManus's point after is good, and the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
That's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here slow to get up. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. Throwing on 2nd and long. Carr. And his throw here is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Carr. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Now Carr again. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Here's Carr. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On play action, now Carr. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Now Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll run on first down. Boom. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Carl Nassib there on the tackle. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
They'll keep it on the ground. Boom. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Broncos,